I'm so excited to be here because I know you have your new app out for this Asian Pantry.
I designed this app to be an interactive cookbook in order to demystify Asian cooking in your home.
It's all about helping the home cook to make Asian food at home. And since I don't cook, and I certainly don't cook Asian food, I'm really excited to learn how to do that.
I'm going to teach you a simplified version of a green curry that is fresh and full of flavor. This is my Southeast Asian kit, and they are the main ingredients that you will find in an Asian pantry.
And you have different kinds of kits, right, that you sell?
That's right. So I have 3 kits. This one's the Southeast Asian one. There's a Chinese and a Japanese Korean one as well.
Okay.
But for this recipe, there are around 5 ingredients that we'll be using from this kit. And one of them is going to be a fish sauce. Fish sauce is usually prepared with dried fish that's laid out in the sun to dry, and it's fresh water is added to it, and it's allowed to ferment for several months. This particular brand is one of the better quality fish sauces, so it really would be the first pouring off, similar to olive oil, that you would use. And once you open it, you always want to refrigerate it.
Oh, okay.
Instead of making our own curry paste today, we're going to use a prepared curry paste. And then we're going to add some garlic, some shallots, a little bit of lemongrass, some fresh aromatics to liven it up a little bit. The other ingredient, also key to Thai cooking, is shrimp paste. Very strong in flavor, can be a little daunting when you work with it because the smell is quite strong. So you want to take a whiff of that one.
Oh, that's really, truly awful.
I mean, it smells like...
I'm not exaggerating.
No, I know. I would probably say this smells as close to decomposing cat food.
Yeah, I would say rancid cat food. Yeah.
So how best to work with it, you always use a little portion. Use it very sparingly. So for this recipe, we only need around ½ teaspoon of this. But once cooked, heated up and added to coconut milk and all the rest of the ingredients, it has an amazing flavor and adds a depth to the curry.
Wow, okay. I'll believe you on that one.
Yeah.
But
How to best store it, always keep it covered. I usually wrap it in plastic bag and then keep it in the back side of your fridge. Then another ingredient we'll be using is adding sweetness to this dish is palm sugar. And palm sugar is sugar that comes from a coconut palm. You can also buy it in cans, but I find it much more difficult to work with. So I would recommend this. This keeps in a cool, dry place for indefinitely. Coconut milk, key to Southeast Asian cooking, key to making curries. This is the brand I like. It's called Chowko. It has the thick coconut cream on top and the thin coconut milk on the bottom. If you want it to be a thick curry, you end up just giving it a shake and you'll have a thick coconut milk. And you can either cut it or you can do it by hand. Break it where it breaks naturally, like you would asparagus. Okay, we're going to trim that portion off. Yep. And then the bulb is quite fibrous, so you need to cut around 1 inch up. Remove that portion. Yeah, just like that. And then peel the lemongrass until you see clean, light green.
like that.
Exactly. And I use the side of my knife, and I just give it a quick slap. Not to scare you. And then
I don't know if I can do that.
Of course you can. And then you can cut it with your knife, just like this. For our purposes today, what we're going to do is we're going to cut it quite coarsely, similar to this, and throw it into a food processor.
Okay.
So why don't we cut that one? Give it a nice smack. You gotta release. Take out your anger. There you go. A little bit more, a little bit more. Don't be scared of the lemongrass. Okay. There you go. This is Thai ginger, otherwise known as galangal. You can help me cut that. Hold on to the ginger quite firm, and you're gonna cut right through and hold the knife up and down like this.
Do I do this first?
Oh, don't even need to.
Okay.
So you just cut straight through. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't even need to go to the gym. Oh my gosh.
So it's not like Chinese ginger.
Woo. Well, I haven't even cut Chinese ginger, but I'm hoping it's easier than this. Quite a bit of stuff over here.
The important thing about preparing Asian food is always having what you call the mise en place. And mise en place means all your ingredients are prepped, ready to go. Because once you really start cooking, especially with a curry, you need to really have the ingredients ready so you can do one step at a time.
Okay.
Without having to worry about chopping and moving back and forth. You just have everything ready to go.
That's from your French training, I bet.
That's right.
All right.
Yep, just like that. We allow the pan to heat up. We're looking for it to be when you put your hand above it that you can barely hold your hand above it for around 4 seconds. So just give it a couple minutes. Once it heats up, we're going to add a high smoking oil. So that usually means canola, any other type of corn oil or peanut oil.
Not olive oil.
Not olive oil. First of all, it's not indigenous to the cuisine, and also it has a low smoking point. So let's add the curry paste, and we'll fry that for a minute or so.
All right, you didn't tell me how to add that.
No, it's fine. No. The reason why that spit was because we added a little bit of water to the curry paste when we actually ground it. Not a problem. So what we want to do is you can remove the pan from the heat and you can put the curry paste in.
Okay.
Let the water cook off a bit.
You just want to have some drama.
There has to be drama. And let's fry it up.
All right, this is fun. Wow. I love having oil come up at me. No pain, no gain, as they say.
That's right. So you want to keep it moving.
Okay.
That's it. So how you know when the curry paste is almost ready? You smell how fragrant it is.
Yeah.
And also, it will start to turn a shade darker.
Okay.
There you go. We're going to add it all in. This is around 2 cups worth of coconut milk. It's nice and thick. We're going to add a little bit of water just to dilute it. Stir that and allow that come to a low boil.
Okay, the fish sauce, the liquid anchovies.
And then we're going to add lime juice for sour.
Okay.
And for sweet will be the palm sugar. So the carrots look ready, so let's add the green beans. Okay, so let's add the chicken.
This smells so good,
Doesn't
honestly. It? I'm going to become a curry diva.
Once you put the chicken in and the meat turns opaque, give it around 2 to 3 more minutes after that and the meat will be done. So low simmer. Don't want to boil the curry at this point. And we're going to add this to the curry. So we're going to save a little bit for garnish. And then the rest, let's toss right into the curry. So doesn't that look lovely?
Oh, yeah.
So don't forget the curry. That's the best part.
I know. Are you kidding? Of course not.
That looks great. So we're going to garnish it with some fresh herbs.
Well, let's test this out.
Okay. Great job.